Hello to all my viewers, this is Magicalamazing, and today's tips and tricks video is going to be on how I make my cones and how they work kind of mechanically so that you can figure out how to make your own. First, I'm going to start with how a cone is made. It's pretty simple. You can take a piece of paper, roll it, and end up with a cylinder very easily. And that's just attaching a piece like that. Now I have a cylinder. Now to make a cone, all you got to do is roll it again, but this time make sure that one side is bigger than the other. And now you have a big cone. The problem with this is it's very ugly and not very nice. This seam here is weird and diagonal. The top is obviously not straight. But there's a way to fix that. I'm going to use a compass because I happen to have one. I'm just going to make a mark on my page. Now, using my compass, I'm going to put the anchor point on that mark and make a big arc. Next, what I'm going to do is take a ruler and a pencil, and from any point on that arc, or from some point on that arc, I'm going to draw a line to the center point there. For ease of folding at the end, I'm also going to make a small arc, and you'll see why in a moment. Now I'm just going to cut that out. Now once I have this piece cut out, it's pretty simple. I'm going to fold it or roll it like that so that these two are parallel. The reason I cut out this before is because if it came to a point, it's more difficult to roll like this. And for paper, I'm just going to use some tape to hold it together. And here you have a cone. It's going to sit flush against the ground like that. The seam is nice and straight, and you've got a nice cone. Something that's important to note is here you can see two of the same arc, except one of them has a wider angle at the bottom here. It's important to note that if you have the same arc, the shape with the wider angle will end up with the wider cone. This is what I mean. Here is the smaller angle, which is a pretty sharp cone. Here is the wider angle, which ends up with a much wider cone, but they are the same height. With cardboard, it works the same way. Here I've cut out a piece already that looks like this, and once again I'm going to be using tape because I don't want to use glue and destroy this piece of cardboard. I'm just going to use a couple pieces of tape, fold it, and bam, taped. You have got a cardboard cone. Now I'm using thin cardboard that I've removed the corrugation from because it's easier to fold or to bend. It's as simple as that. With this scope, for example, the one on my Hecate 2, I used corrugated, but you get ridges and stuff, and you also get this ugly seam here. So I've since then stopped using cardboard, or using corrugated cardboard. What's nice about this is because this fits, or this rests flat against this surface, if you wanted to make a scope, for example, where there is a cylinder attached to one end, it's fine, because this is a perfect circle here, and you're going to have a perfect circular cylinder. It just takes finding the right diameter. Now, on the other end, right here, or here, in this one, I trimmed the cone so that it ends up at the same diameter. But I find an even easier way. If this, for example, is the body of the scope and you want to flare off an end, this is a piece where I've removed the corrugation, put it inside, and that's it. It's the simplest connection method, and there's almost no seam. Now, there's almost no way you're going to get this seam perfect. I got close with this one, but perfection is not really possible. So, if you can get away with it, for example, this scope, I just put a strip of cardboard around it. It adds a little bit of character to the scope, and it hides the seam. So, thank you all for watching. I hope this helps you with your cone making abilities. And this is Magicalamazing, signing off till next time. See y'all later.